What is good, guys? HMK here once again, and we're gonna be reacting to the death battle. Yes, Grandmaster Yoda. I just want to say, like, they put Yoda versus King Mickey here. Grandmaster Yoda, Master Yoda, Yoda versus King Mickey. King Mickey specifically from Kingdom Hearts, and of course, you know me, Kingdom Hearts. But I mean, if you guys didn't know, I'm also a huge Star Wars fan. So I knew about this death battle like for a good minute, and a lot of people have been wanting me to react to this, especially those within death battle themselves. Actually, the thing about this is that I'm obviously gonna predict first, and I know like my take is gonna probably piss off some Star Wars fans and stuff, but I'm a Star Wars fan too, so don't think I'm like, oh, hanky panky just because I'm Kingdom Hearts. I'm leaning towards King Mickey, and the reason why is because I know that Death Battle, takes into account the non-canon stuff now that it's known as Star Wars Legends or whatnot. And Yoda can do some really wild stuff, especially considering that he's one of the greatest Jedis that has ever existed, and his knowledge of the Force is immense. However, when taking the approach of these two characters in these two high fantasy settings, I feel that the Force is limited to that. It's very limited when you consider something against straight up magic. And the fact that, what you see in Star Wars, like the people who use the Force, lightsabers, combat, their prowess, is very grounded when compared to that of something that is straight up like high, stupid level magic. Magic that doesn't really need explanation. That's why, when Luke Skywalker was against Harry Potter, I'm like, okay, that makes sense because Harry Potter tries to take a very grounded approach, a very explained approach to magic, even though it's magic, right? But this King Mickey, this Kingdom Hearts we're talking about, like, it gets wild, and sometimes it gets wild for no reason. But I'm really interested to see how they're going to break down King Mickey, especially given that, the approach to King Mickey within Kingdom Hearts is very limited, aside that of more well-known characters like Sora, Riku, Kairi, not even Kairi, other characters that we've seen and played and grew up with and whatnot. But King Mickey is always like, he's a king, he's a Keyblade master, and he's able to do some really wild stuff. He's able to cast Ultima, he's able to use Stop Za, he's able to use Za versions of spells and whatnot, and he's able to teleport, right? So, and he can achieve infinite glide, which is basically flying but not ascending, or whatnot. And Yoda, is able to do some really wild boy stuff too. But I'm just gonna have to park it over on King Mickey for now. And it's not just because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan; it's just because I'm just trying to think of like everything and whatnot. But I could be wrong because I was rooting for Ganondorf against Dracula, and then the Dracula was like, oh, that's right, he can use holy or whatever. And so we're gonna get to it now. A big case in point, throughout this reaction, I might have to skip some scenes because, of course, I know they're gonna be pulling actual scenes from Star Wars, and copyright's a thing, so be aware. All right, let's do it.
Yoda, the legendary Jedi.
There we go. Grandmaster Yoda. You couldn't put that in the title. You couldn't put that in the title, boys.
Master of Star Wars fame.
And King Mickey, His Highness of Disney Castle from Kingdom Hearts.
These two have proven time and time again that size matters not.
But let's see which of these tiny titans can swing their way to victory in a one-on-one duel. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Wiz and
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, this is gonna be a 3D one. I'm really looking forward to that. 10 years.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a Jedi there was. Master he is. Yoda his name.
Yoda.
You're not going to keep doing that, are you?
Tell me what to do. You cannot.
Okay. The mysterious Grand Master Yoda devoted his life to the ways of the Force and to leading the Jedi Order, a group of noble peacekeepers. They took it upon themselves to maintain a state
noble
of
all the time, I'm gonna
tranquility
tell
in
you.
the galaxy.
Don't be fooled by all that talk of peace, though. They're like superhuman samurai. Jedi consistently take on hordes of baddies by themselves, and they've been doing it for centuries, way before the start of the Galactic Republic.
At which point, the Jedi became much more entangled in, let's just say, government affairs.
Ooh.
Oh, sure, that's what the space wizards were missing. Politics.
The Jedi Council began weighing in on various matters to both protect democracy and avoid violent conflicts.
Except they kinda screwed the porg on that front. The Clone Wars wasn't just a fantastic series by George Lucas and Dave Filoni, it was also an awesome miniseries by Genndy Tartakovsky.
And
Dexter,
it was a
Samurai
horrific
Jack.
war that wiped out the Jedi, erased the Republic, and saw the rise of the Empire.
Sure, that too.
Old
Spoilers, man.
66.
As the Jedi Grand Master, Yoda led the Grand Army of the Republic, a military force almost entirely comprised of clones, aka disposable people.
Man, that gets really messed up if you think about it too long. So I won't.
Despite his small, frail appearance, Yoda could absolutely hold his own in combat. In fact, he's considered one of the most powerful Jedi of his era.
He's trained all the greats like Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and even Liam Neeson. Where do you think he got that particular set of skills from?
All of Yoda's 900 years of
pretty
experience
sure he
certainly
trained
came in
Dooku,
handy,
and
like
Dooku
when he
trained-
battled Count Dooku
trained,
and Darth
what do you
Sidious,
call him?
two of the most powerful Sith Lords ever known.
Both Jedi and Sith usually
Qui-Gon
come with the
Jinn.
standard issue lightsaber, a badass weapon for a more badass age. They're pretty versatile too, with 7 different forms of combat styles. And don't think Yoda's gonna miss out on all that laser sword swinging. He's mastered all 7 styles, even though he's only 2 feet high. Hell, most lightsabers are taller than he is.
Which is why he specializes in the 4th form, Ataru. This style focuses on utilizing the Force to increase a Jedi's capabilities, allowing them to attack at blurring speeds with incredible precision.
Basically, he can
Oh, that
flip
animation is
around
tight.
like a
What?
ninja frog. Wait, is he actually Kermit?
This does still mean Yoda has a sort of handicap in physical combat, as his stature requires him to use the Force far more than most opponents just to keep up. While the Force is beyond the body and seemingly infinite, too much effort all at once can put a strain on a person and even kill them. However, Yoda
Soul
is
Calibur
truly
4.
a master of the Force, potentially more so than any other Jedi. He has moved starships with his mind and lifted hundreds of droids at once.
He can also use mind tricks, illusions, and a technique called 2 to minus. That's when Jedi block or catch and redirect energy, like lightning, blaster bolts, or even other lightsabers.
It's safe to say that Yoda greatly prefers using the Force.
Darth Vader
in
did that in
combat
episode
over his
5, and
Jedi
people were
weapon.
like, "Oh wait, what is he
Yes,
doing?"
if I
And when he
had
just
laser swords and
blocked
guns
Han
away,
Solo's thing.
they totally
Pew
have permission
pew.
to kill me.
Interesting. Dummy? Just let me see your hand.
My hand? Ow.
Ooh.
Okay, now place your finger there.
No? Jeez, Marshall would never make me do something like this.
Marshall? Who's Marshall?
Huh? Oh, the DBX Ringmaster guy. That's his real name. We were roommates in college. He's
Oh,
helping
there
me
it
track
is.
down my dad, because he's my best bud.
Oh, best bud, huh?
What the hell was that?
Finally, I won't be the only one.
Wait, what just happened?
Anyway, the Force is capable
I'm really
of much
interested to
more
see how
than
they
a
break down
lightsaber.
Mickey. I want to see,
Kid
because I mean, there's a
Jedi
lot of lore behind
potential
Yoda,
has
but like
been
King Mickey
compared to
specifically,
Yoda,
I want to see
utilized
this.
it to move a gravity
I'm gonna fact
well-generated
check.
void. Basically, a black hole created by a ship. To strike the right balance of pressure in order to move a singularity, theoretically, you would need to exert an energy output equivalent to almost 14 petatons
Oh,
of
here it
TNT.
comes.
Jedi are also super fast. They've blocked blaster bolts, of course, but they can also keep up with droid tri-fighters and Magna Guards, which both are clearly stated to have near light speed reflexes. Holy crap, who's building these things?
Furthermore, Jedi can use the Force to glimpse into the distant future through meditation. They can even allow the Force to guide their movements and predict danger in advance. Needless to say, all of these incredible feats would
You know what I'm
be
thinking about? They're probably gonna
impossible
break down a lot about what the
without
Keyblade
But
can
with
do.
powers like that and a dash of political meddling, it was only a matter of time before these peacekeepers became soldiers, even generals.
In a surprising move, Yoda actually chose to engage the rising separatist threat with an army of his own, personally kicking off the Clone Wars himself.
Too bad it was, as the fishman says, a trap.
The war took a sour turn, and the demise of the Jedi became all but assured. By the time they put the pieces together, it was too late. The Order fell into darkness.
More like brutally murdered into darkness. And you know, it's kind of their fault in a way. They were so committed to talking about peace, but at the same time, they're like really, really good at killing people.
Why do peacekeepers need to be so specifically trained in murder? So uncivilized.
Wiz, get over yourself. If you had a lightsaber, you'd want to use it as much as you could too.
Though the Jedi Order under Yoda did seem somewhat hypocritical, he would come to realize his follies, like the Council's sanctimonious excuses for betraying students like Ahsoka when they were needed most.
They ripped out our sweet Padawan rat tail, you assholes! But
Aye.
yeah, he finally figured out wars not make one great. Especially if you're a tiny green muppet.
Haunted by his mistakes and perturbed by the violence he helped bring upon the galaxy, Yoda went into self-imposed exile. He even gave up his lightsaber, and finally, he would train one last apprentice.
Oh, that's why he
Skywalker.
never used it. Okay.
Yoda taught Luke everything he could before finally becoming one with the Force, gaining immortality as a spooky blue spirit, just like Obi-Wan and Liam
Immortality.
And Luke, he went on to reverse many of the mistakes of Jedi's past, ending the Empire, redeeming his father, bringing balance to the Force, and inspiring a new, different generation. In the end, Yoda's greatest lesson of all was that oftentimes failure is our greatest teacher.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
That is why you fail. Alright, here we go. Ads. Boy!
25 years researching men living to 110 or 120. I discovered one.
There we go. Alright, Mickey!
Mouse, Disney's OG OC. You know
All right.
him as a cute corporate mascot that hangs out with other cute animals and lives a pretty normal domestic life. But did you know he's also an insanely powerful warrior mage that fights darkness to save the Disney universe alongside a young boy and his good old duck and dog buddies?
I'm the wrong one, like...
Yes, welcome to the world of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, here we
a
go.
collection of worlds where Kingdom Hearts is the heart of the worlds and the source of ultimate wisdom and power across all kingdoms and worlds.
You know, my favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts is how straightforward it is.
My favorite part is how it's ruled by that 92-year-old mouse wizard.
Yep, here he isn't just Mickey, he's King Mickey, the ruler of Disney Castle and the leader of the Guardians of Light, a
Michael
group of
Theodore
Keyblade
Mouse.
wielders who combat darkness.
King Mickey and the other guardians, like Sora, remember him, protect the worlds using magic and powerful weapons known as Keyblades.
Those things are the real deal. They can perform a whole bunch of spells, deflect lasers, and even unlock almost anything. Get it? Because they're keys. Mickey swung a lot of keys around, but his current interest is his star cluster.
The
There you go,
King
Star
was
Cluster.
trained as an apprentice
All right.
to the great sorcerer,
Nice.
Sid. After some incidents involving a few too many brooms, he eventually
They got the
became
name
a
right.
sorcerer and Keyblade master himself.
Keyblades are basically like wands that can channel the user's magic for spells like Pearl, Mind Shield, and Faith Volley, which are all based on light energy magic.
He can also heal himself and others with Curaga and Healing Light. And that's honestly still just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, here we
With
go.
the Stopsa spell, he can freeze time for the length of an entire battle. Damn!
Then there's Mickey's most powerful and most legendary spell.
Here we go.
Ultima.
Ultima.
Which is basically a massive, devastating release of all of Mickey's light magic at once.
The only downside is these spells do require a lot of magic energy to use, which is also limited to Mickey's own energy. Also, he does need the Keyblade to channel it. There's not much the mouse can do without his Keyblade, except for be a cute and cuddly mascot.
Well, even if he does lose it, Mickey can immediately summon the Keyblade back to his hand.
Whoa, let me try.
Oh, let me see this.
Boomstick, if you really want another beer, just go get one.
What the?
Oh my god, it works!
No, it was just me.
Well, Keyblades can also be used to lock worlds and doors in order to keep out Heartless, which are corrupted beings split from the darkness of a person's heart with a desire to consume.
Wait a second, Wiz. Pluto is a dog, but so is Goofy. But Goofy gets to walk around and fight with Sora and Donald, and Pluto just eats and sleeps like a normal dog.
Ugh.
This must mean that Pluto is Goofy's Heartless.
Do you have a concussion?
Oh, wait.
That's not how it
On top
works.
Of all of his advanced magic, Mickey's mega tough. When Heartless stack up, they can form a huge mass and take the shape of a giant twister called a Demon Tower. And Mickey's tanked a couple beatings from him.
He's also survived
Ooh.
this huge explosion from when the Keyblade was destroyed.
Yeah, he means the X-Blade. It's just pronounced like Keyblade, even though it's just one Keyblade. The series is so confusing.
Most Keyblades
love
are
it.
capable of equally incredible feats.
Defeated 12
Sora
replicas of
could slice
Xehanort.
through
Oh,
several
yeah,
buildings
yep.
with his Keyblade, and Mickey's rescued him on more than one occasion. Which makes sense.
Scales
He's the
to other
leader
Guardians of
after
Light.
all, and can match any of them in power.
But Sora's no joke. He went up against Hercules, a demigod that launched a 1,600-ton rock titan into space. But that's nothing compared to his dad, Zeus. That guy can move stars, and not even he can compete with the foes that Mickey's tangling with.
The Guardians of Light and their Keyblades
Okay.
are immensely strong, but they also
That's
have
kind of a
great
stretch,
speed
but
to
dang.
match. Roxas's heart was able to move far above the speed of light in order to travel across galaxies, from the Radiant Garden back to the Keyblade Graveyard in a matter of seconds.
What?
And like any
Ooh, that's that. Oh, no, I like that. I like that.
The speed of
The foes that Mickey's tangling
I like
with.
that.
the Guardians of Light and their Keyblades are immensely strong, but they also have great speed to match.
I like
Roxas's
that.
heart was able to move
Stretch, but
far
I like
above
that.
the speed of light in order to travel across galaxies, from the Radiant Garden back to the Keyblade Graveyard in a matter of seconds.
What?
I like that.
And like any great ruler,
What?
Mickey's also remained a constant pillar of hope for
That's
all, even
dope.
during some of the darkest times.
And with the help of his friends, the king was able to bring the darkness to an end and stop Xehanort, a Keyblade master hell-bent on getting the power of Kingdom Hearts.
While Sora battled Xehanort, Mickey and the rest of the Guardians finally closed Kingdom Hearts for good, preventing the power from falling into the wrong hands.
That mouse had it all figured out. The real key to saving the world is your friends. If each one of them also has a super powerful magic sword, that's also a key.
Despite his long journey, King Mickey never wavered and led the way with his optimism, perseverance, and most important of all, the light inside.
Now, Sora, let's close this door.
That was not bad. That was not a bad breakdown.
There will always be a door to the light.
That was not a bad breakdown. I like that a lot. Cut out, it's a little bit of a stretch, but still.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want some extra force in the sack, try out Blue Chew.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored
All right,
by
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew is a unique
I've
online
seen it.
service that delivers
I've
the same-
seen this.
Problem? Try Blue now.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. Ooh, 3D. That looks.
To find you are a king, you must be.
And to challenge me, you must be.
You must be a master. Oh. Oh. Oh, this remix is nice though. Ooh, the force, okay. Oh, whoever's doing the animation for Mickey is doing the eyebrow thing is actually really good. Oh, no Keyblade for you. What?
The power I sense in you.
If you say so.
My first duel. This is not.
You could have fooled me.
That's bit. That's actually pretty cool. All right.
Proof you are. That size matters not.
Right back at you, pal.
That was not a battle code. But this is pretty raw. Oh, there we go. This man literally just hit him with a stick. Stop! Don't bop him in the nose. Ooh, what's going on?
The path to victory. This is not the force I must trust.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
It's not the first time we saw a meteor. Ooh. Okay, whoa! Just breaking the Station of Awakening, why don't you?
Are strong, but it's time to end this tussle.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh! Oh, illusion magic. Doctor Strange. Yo, stops it though?
Surrender, you should. The power of the force you have not.
I can try. All I need is the light.
Boy!
Do or do not. There is no try.
Okay. Only assist deals in absolutes. Oh, this is. Oh, he's doing Ultima now. If you can't block Ultima, that's it. They didn't tell you that Ultima is like the strongest spell in Final Fantasy.
What a shame.
Oh God! Whoa!
I do not. One with the force, I am.
Laugh it up, Fuzzball.
Hey! See, I knew it.
That little green rascal, a troll to the bitter end. I love it.
The Grand
That's
Master
great.
Yoda was one of the most powerful Jedi of all time, but the
Dope.
Force was
See?
ultimately no match for the light.
Yoda's gotta be one of the
Yeah,
best
magic
sword
just
fighters
like-
Mickey's ever faced, and definitely gave him a run for his money.
While Jedi have battled foes with near light speed reactions, a Keyblade Guardian like Mickey could move several times faster, In order for Roxas to travel across at least 4 star systems,
Jeez.
he'd need to be moving almost 170 million times faster than light.
I like how they're using
Also rub
Roxas.
shoulders with guys
The last
like
light.
Hercules and Zeus, who moved whole stars. There are hundreds of celestial bodies there. The energy needed to move that many is way more than what would be needed to move a black hole.
And while Yoda doesn't have much of an obvious weakness himself, the problem is neither does King Mickey. At least nothing that Yoda could really take advantage of.
Okay.
Even if Yoda could figure out that King Mickey had a limited amount of magic energy to cast spells with, there wasn't much Yoda could do before it would start to replenish.
And the Force isn't exactly limitless either. Too much strain has been proven to put a lot of stress on the body and even kill some Jedi in the past. These two were certainly a match for each other in many ways, but the King's superior speed, power, and magic meant he
That
had the
speed thing
last
is kind of
laugh.
capped, though. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Sorry, Yoda.
It's
but
fine, it's fine, they could use that.
MCKEYMOU are dead.
The winner is King Mickey.
But who's it gonna be next time? All right, Kingdom Hearts gang, rise
Thank you
up.
for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music linked in the description.
Next time. Oh, Shadow versus who? Oh! Shadow versus Ryoku? What? I mean, they kind of look. I mean, like the black hair with the red thing. That's cool. All right, so yeah, there goes the reaction. Grandmaster Yoda, my ass! Oh my god, that was actually pretty good. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. But like I said, all right.